Good morning to all of you. When Mr. Srikanth yesterday came and met me and invited for this national conclave on GST, I was very happy because this is one forum which gives us a perspective what we can present from the central government side, what all that has been done, what is our experience in the last 1 year in the field of implementation, and it also will give us the necessary inputs from the trade and members who are experiencing for the last 1 year and how to go further and improving the whole systems. That way I am grateful to Mr. Srikanth for giving me this opportunity. And friends, all of us know it has been 1 year since we have transited to GST. The implementation of GST is a great game changer for the entire Indian economy because it has totally replaced the entire complex, multi-layered indirect tax structures which we were implementing for so many years. And now we have come to a stage where we are implementing very simple, of course, technologically driven tax system. The 1 year implementation of GST has thrown us sheer variety of challenges, and it is remarkable to that extent. And it is quite admirable in the sense it has also given an opportunity for us to respond. And the experience journey in the last 1 year, it is quite admirable. The policy makers, government and administrators have rose to the occasion quite admirably. Like in the last 1 year, you might have noticed that 103 notifications have been issued amending the rules, incorporating new sections, rules, and 59 rate-related notifications have been issued under CGST. And similarly, 63 notifications have been issued under IGST. And state governments have also issued similar notifications in the SGST Act. We have so many circulars issued by the CBIC, coming to around 53 circulars, and various orders that are issued periodically to explain various aspects of GST, like who is the proper officer and what are the various aspects relating to ease of exports and filing of returns, etc. So many aspects it has touched, different aspects, always responding to the difficulties faced by the industry, and the response was quite admirable and very fast. Be it from the center or the states, always the response is quite fast. You have seen, depending on the request of the trade, the returns filing dates have been deferred, tax slabs have been rejigged, and procedures have also been cut short to alleviate the various difficulties faced by the trade. Tremendous. Like I can say in my commissionerate, CPGram portal, which is used normally for ventilating the grievances, now out of 40 in the last 1 year what we have received from July to March, 35 are relating to GST. The amount, the way the consumers, trade are responding to the various issues and immediately sending a mail to us, sir, like I was so surprised in the initial months, somewhere last year, July, August, and person who is working in Air Force, when he was boarding a flight from Hyderabad airport to Guwahati, has sent us a mail saying, sir, in the airport, they have charged me this much rate of tax. I feel this is, I have been overly charged. Kindly verify whether this is done. And in August, a software employee sends us a mail saying that a furniture fellow in Madina Goda has charged me 28%. Is it so high? I feel I have been cheated, whether this rate is actually applicable. Like that, the awareness and the interest shown by the trade consumers is tremendous. Like 94, after we joined the department and when the service tax came, that time also we were there in the field implementing. But the way, there is tremendous difference between the way things happened in service tax and the things happened in the GST. We have never seen the people sending regular mails in service tax saying, sir, this is correct, please clarify whether this is required or not. Only the technical forums like RAC and all, we used to raise issues. But the real change in GST, what we have seen is the individuals, the consumers are very active. Immediately they respond and give us feedback saying that whether what is charged is correct or not. So in that way, absolutely there is no dull moment in the last 1 year. Some of these challenges are mainly related to unfamiliarity with the new systems, IT related filing of the documents, passing on the transitional credit, etc. Many of the processes in the GST are actually new to the small and medium sector. So in that way, there were definitely some pain were there, but the journey and the overall experience is quite heartening in the last 1 year. The much maligned multi-slab system in fact has come to the rescue, if you observe, because it has ensured that the tax slabs what we have now in GST are almost same to what we had or even less than what we had in the previous regime. And even the anti-profiteering body that has been set up and operationalized after GST has created enough ripples and ensured that some of the businesses do not abuse the transitional phase. When you come to industry's perspective, yes, I agree, initially there were some initial technological challenges in return filing and some blockage of credit for initial few days for the exporters. But I can definitely say that GST has not caused any disruption. Due to the incremental input tax credit, it is reported that the industry could save around 3 to 5% because of the GST. And all of us know the single law for the whole country with the uniform procedures has ensured that there is no compliance burden or complexity to the trade. Now coming to the perspective of the government, the two big advantages, benefits that have come to the government which are widely reported are with respect to the increase in the tax base and also revenue buoyancy. In the whole India, if we see, from the 65 lakh SSEs what we had in service tax, central excise and VAT regime, now post GST we have moved to 110 lakhs registration. So it is an increase of whopping 70%. It's not a small issue. This all happened within 1 year. And the important point is this bulk of the new registrations that have come are basically with respect to B2B segment. So mostly they are people who could have been in not required to take registration also, but since they were procuring the material from big industries, they have volunteered and took the registration. And even coming to the revenue buoyancy, the total revenue collected in the GST in last 1 year from July to March, it is 7.41 lakh crores. The collections have surpassed 1 lakh crore in the month of April. It's widely reported everywhere. Now against the average monthly collection of around 89,000 crores, the government this financial year is expecting around 1 lakh crore per month. As coming to our own experience here in Telangana zone, prior to March, our average collections used to be around 2,700 crores per month. And a testimony to show that things have stabilized and improving. The last 3 months, our collections rose to average 2,900 crores per month. Industry, trade and consumer, like as an Indian citizen, if you see, there also the redeeming feature of GST, 1 year implementation is the institutional robustness of GST Council. The council met for 27 times and Somesh sir also represents our Telangana state, and in those meetings, none of the meetings there was any requirement to vote on any issue. Voting was not at all required. All the decisions were taken unanimously and in a consensus manner. So this is a testimony to the concept of cooperative federalism. So in the entire functioning of GST, last 1 year we have seen this cooperative federalism at operation. And 1 year experience of GST implementation has also showed us improved tax collection, the introduction of e-way bill. It's a monumental step which has moved us from the departmental policing method to self-declaration of the SSC. It envisages a seamless flow of goods movement throughout the country and hassle-free movement. And it has been rolled out nationally and both intrastate and interstate, and by June, Delhi was the last state to implement, and now things have stabilized. And with this stabilization of e-way bill system, tax compliance has improved and revenue is expected to increase further. Financial year, we also see that small units are required to code their GST number in their income tax return. So there is a convergence between direct taxes and indirect taxes, which is leading to formalization of the economy. So these are all good benefits that are flowing to the country, and as a citizen we should feel very happy about that. We have seen last 1 year a single national market, the long checkposts have been removed, we don't see any trucks getting delayed, because these barriers earlier had restricted the movement of the goods and had added to the transaction cost to the logistics sector, which ultimately as a consumer made the things very expensive for us. Now all that is gone. The entire country, you see the same tax. A consumer in Puri or a consumer in Porbandar, he pays the same rate of tax for all the goods. And even the distribution system has been streamlined, so the trade need not bother from which state I need to procure, whether this rate is beneficial, whether if I go to Maharashtra it is beneficial, or whether I should go to Karnataka. So all that is thing of the past. Definitely there are so many hits, but there are some misses also in the last 1 year. But these are mostly related to operational domain and relate to issues like return filing, invoice matching, and reverse charge mechanism and technology. The wish list is there. The demands are there for further rationalization of rate structure and simplifying the whole return process, and also bringing certain goods from 28% to 18%. Though as on today 97% of the goods are there in the 5%, 12%, 18% that bracket, but still there is a demand, and in fact it is expected that items like cement, paints, which are right now in 28%, the demand, there is a big demand that it should be brought down to 18%. So we need to wait and see how things will happen. And even there is a huge demand for bringing real estate, petroleum products into GST segment. So let us wait and see how it happens. So overall, the last 1 year, it is, I can say GST is a reform which we can all feel proud of. There are the positives of implementations far outweigh the negatives. So I must say it is a tax which has paid off and it's working well. Thank you.